Welcome everyone. I want to introduce you to what will become what we call the friend. In ancient traditions, almost throughout recorded history, they've used the element of fire with wood, with paper, with effigies, to send prayers out into the universe, to make their intentions offered to the ancestors, to the earth, to the god, to the goddess. And we are doing something called Queer Fires for Peace, where already over about 2,000 people have participated in Queer Fires for Peace, as each year on 2 different dates we invite people into demonstrating somehow and being counted for peace. And one way, this video, we want to tell you about creating your own effigy that you can use in your community of choice around the world. So if you want to have an elaborate fire ceremony and bring people together with the intentions of peace, you might be able to do something similar to what we do each year, and this time December 21st in San Francisco. So let me tell you a little bit about how to create what we call the friend, which is the holder of all of our prayers, our intentions, our heart's desires for peace, messages and prayers for whatever it is that we want. And this friend will become the holder that will then be burned in ritual. So should you create one, this is how you can do it. First of all, you need to have a piece of plastic sheeting, just to make everything comfortable, so you don't get flour and water and things all over your floor or your rug. The other thing that you need is a blow-up doll. So you can go online and you can, for $10 to $50, find a blow-up doll of your choice. This one is about life size. So I think it costs close to $50 in a store. So piece of plastic, blow up doll, blow up the doll, and then what you need are some strips of paper. So cut up some blank strips of paper, and you need some flour, and you're just going to add some flour into some water. And the blow-up doll then, which we'll call the friend, will simply be a paper mache doll that will be covered with the water and the flour. And you can begin to do strips along the blow-up doll all over the body, creating now a blank space for you to write messages for peace. You know, I have a dear friend right now who's being detained somewhere in the world unjustly. And so my prayer for this very day is that he finds freedom, and that the people who are detaining him would also come into some freedom. So it's a really fun and simple process. You can get a whole community of people. So what we're going to do here in San Francisco is literally hundreds of people will add layers of skin to this friend, and then write on the friend their prayers, their intentions for peace. Peace in Syria, peace for the queer people who are still oppressed in countries like Africa and Ghana and Uganda, where things are still quite difficult. For queer people in Russia, I just heard about some queer people in Russia who are just being targeted with the new laws around injustice and discrimination for queer people. So whatever your desire and prayer is for peace, for whoever and for all people who might be oppressed in any way, this will be a great effigy for you to be able to wrap your prayers and put layers and layers and layers. So we'll probably have 20 layers of skin that people will have written or will have emailed us or given us what their prayers, the place, the person, the ancestor that they want to remember. As this effigy then is burned on December 21st, those prayers are being released from our hearts to the heart of the universe. And if masses of people do this together, just imagine, just emotionally, how that's going to change things and how vibrationally that's going to change things. So we're big believers that being counted means being seen. So we'd ask you to take a picture and post it on Facebook or social media, to light a candle, to do some chalk art. I mean, there are lots of different things that you can possibly do to participate this, but we wanted to tell you about actually building the friend and making this work for you as a ritual for yourself in celebration. So hopefully this will be a fun community building project for you to bring other people involved in and being counted for peace. So thank you. Namaste.